Joining us in studio today is Congressman Greg Gianforte. Thanks so much for waking up with us.
Samantha, good to be with you.
Well, the first thing that we're going to talk about, you just passed a bill in the House to crack down on some illegal robocalls. They're not just annoying, but you've said they're dangerous. They can be dangerous too. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Sure. People have to be very conscious. There are criminals out there that have been using the phone network to take advantage of people. And plus, it's just an annoyance. And
yes.
especially when these calls come in and they masquerade as your neighbor or the local hospital.
Yeah.
So I was very pleased to introduce this legislation. It passed the House last week, which will make most robocalls illegal. The masquerading, it allows the phone company now to actually block these calls so these criminals can't masquerade as someone else.
Great, and you're doing some cool stuff in town today. You're going to a local elementary school to talk about Science Week. Tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, there's an hour of code, so I'm going to meet with some first graders to talk to them about software development. And I love doing this because there's people that use computers, and then there's people that teach the computers what to do. And that's what I want to talk to them about, and talk to them about whether they should be teaching the computer to cure cancer or write beautiful music or just inspire them a little bit to maybe pursue the technical side.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Another question for you today. Just last month, your challengers for the Republican nomination for governor had a debate. You weren't able to attend, but the Attorney General, Tim Fox, kind of poked some fun at a campaign event that you held with Donald Trump Jr. Do you have anything to say about that?
Oh, well, you know, I had made a prior commitment to my family for Thanksgiving, and I wasn't going to leave that behind. We have another debate scheduled in January. For my part, you know, they can run their campaigns however they want. I'm going to focus on a positive message about the potential that we have here in Montana to create more high-wage jobs so we don't have to keep exporting our kids, which is what's been going on for a long time. And we've been getting such a great response, Samantha. We've been picking up endorsements from Susan B. Anthony, Gun Owners of America, the Speaker of the House here in Montana, the head of the Senate, and the polling looks good, the enthusiasm's been good, and we were very pleased to get the endorsement of Donald Trump Jr. In Helena. I don't know how that's a bad thing.
And the last thing, obviously there's a lot of fighting going on in Washington right now with impeachment hearings. So how is it with such division there to then kind of turn around and have this overwhelming bipartisan support for minor league baseball? Here in Montana, we have a threat of losing our minor league teams, including the Billings Mustangs here in Billings, obviously. How is that going with kind of being able to come together on something like that?
Well, the Mustangs are such an important part of the Billings community. I was happy to advocate for them with Major League Baseball. 2,500 people typically attend each game, so it's an integral part of the community. Go Mustangs. And I would just say that there is other good stuff going on in Washington that we don't always get the clear picture from the national media. I had another bill passed 2 weeks ago with 400 votes in the House that actually gets prescription drug prices down. This is something that's very important to Montanans. So we do have a circus there right now with the impeachment stuff, but some work is getting done.
All right. Well, thanks so much for being here this morning, Greg.
Yeah, my pleasure, Samantha. And Merry Christmas.
Thanks. You too.
Yeah.